This home was built in 1999, but it doesn't look like it.
That's because we just fully remodeled it. We took it down to the studs, we moved some walls around and put it together, put it back together for 2025.
This is one of the nicest homes on the market in this price point, and we cannot wait to show it to you. Let's get inside. So just to give you a few stats about this property, this is a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home on a half an acre. Once again, built in 1999. It's been fully remodeled and it's in a gated community right here in East Scottsdale.
Now, the thing about that is it's really tough to get a 5-bedroom home under $2.5 million, especially a single level 5-bedroom home. That's something hard to find in Scottsdale. So that is one thing that makes this house super special.
So once again, we completely remodeled this property. The dining room was here. We didn't do anything to it except there was this giant wall that had a fireplace on it, and it completely separated the dining room from the rest of the home.
Yeah, it was just kind of an odd thing that you wouldn't necessarily see today. We want more of an open floor plan. And the fireplace, which was a 2-sided fireplace, just didn't really work, and it felt very out of place in the family room.
And then if we go into the family room, we'll show you in here, and you're gonna see some before and afters in this video, but in here, this entire wall was basically like a built-in, you know, those deep built-ins with where you could not only put your TV, but a bunch of other trinkets
Your
and stuff.
huge wheel-in flat screen TV that took like 4 people to move, and like no one, you know, it was built for one of those. And that's what they did in the 90s. They did all the drywall around it. It was over 2 feet deep. You wasted all that space. They still exist in a lot of Scottsdale homes, but that had to go.
Yeah, there was a bar in the corner over here, but number one, we didn't really feel like it was necessary to have a bar right there in the corner. And we also moved this doorway. So the entry into your secondary bedrooms back here was actually
Down here,
like right, it was kind of weird that it was right here in the family room. You had to actually like walk through the family room to get into your secondary bedrooms. Didn't make any sense. So we put the doorway right here.
Yeah,
Makes 100% sense.
For sure. And looking at that, it was like, okay, are we going to remove this wet bar? But it didn't really flow right with the way we wanted the house to go. And it did make this TV wall, this main focal wall of the house, like very small. Plus there was that strange, you know, kind of little closet room off of this. And that also aided to this wall being extremely, you know, short, and moving the doorway, not something most people renovating a home might have done, but that was a big key factor.
Yeah, one of the other things you're gonna see in this video is that there was a Jack and Jill bathroom for the 2 bedrooms that are right behind us. Mm-hmm. Instead, we actually divided them, and so they each have their own bath, which is huge. Most people don't even want the Jack and Jill anymore.
Yeah, I mean, plus getting that extra bathroom just goes towards, you know, your resale value. And so sometimes, not every house, but sometimes there's enough space allotted for that Jack and Jill to actually divide it and get 2, you know, very well-sized individual baths, because people want rooms with an ensuite. They want all their kids to have their own bathroom, and just make that easy. And
one of the things that we like to do in all of our remodel projects is we like to make every bathroom custom. So a lot of builders, what they'll do is they'll make every single secondary bathroom in the entire house the exact same, same tile, same countertops, same vanities and whatnot. We completely do it custom. We want every bathroom to feel like it's its own separate bathroom, completely different from the rest of the house.
Yeah, and I mean, some people will just push the easy button and say, oh, I like this cabinet, this combination, but that makes it feel very, you know, builder grade.
Cookie cutter
and not custom. When you're spending, you know, $2.3, $2.5 for a house, you want that custom look and feel. And people who are renovating with quality in mind will do these little extra touches.
One of the things that we also like to do in all of our properties is we like to put in wood floors. So you'll notice that there's these large, long, wide plank oak floors throughout, and they're beautiful. It's warm. Some builders will do tile, which there's nothing wrong with tile. And I mean, we love tile. A lot of our clients like tile. But these floors, they're just warm, they look nice, and they're just very 2025.
Yeah, and the reality is with engineered hardwood floors, it's come so far. And so they're super durable. You can actually damp mop these floors. They're very easy to clean. There's a reason you see them. And then when you run them throughout the majority, if not the entire house. It does provide a nice warmth, and you can break it up with area rugs in different areas to get some soft spots. And so people love it, and there's a good reason, because it looks amazing.
Yeah, let's head into the kitchen here. So there are some major changes that we did in the kitchen. Number one, this was a 45, which you'll have to see the before picture to really understand, but it kind of 45 like right here, which made the shape of this kitchen strange, as well as the island a little strange. Yeah. And so what we did is we squared it off, and now you have a more rectangular kitchen. It just has a really nice look and feel to it. And then we also put in this large island.
The interesting thing with some of these homes built in the 90s is they were still crossed between, do we go Southwestern or do we go kind of more updated? So it would have some Southwestern traits, like a corner island and that 45 and maybe some rounded areas. But nowadays, you want that extra space. You want your kitchen to be big and spacious, have a nice big island to cook at and entertain. And so, you know, we had to do quite a bit of work to square this kitchen off, but I think you'd say in the finished product, totally worth it.
Yeah. Another thing we like to do is we like to put in a 48-inch either cooktop or range. We just think not only does it look very luxurious, but people want the extra burners. I know I have one in my house, and we're using all the burners. I mean, you've got when you're cooking pasta, you've got your boiling water, you've got your sauce, you've got your meatballs, you've got everything kind of going, and you can never have too many burners.
No, definitely. And the thing is, on top of it, is they just look awesome, right? That's the nice thing about a gas range. It's substantial, it's a statement piece, and it just looks amazing when it's running or not. Some people might say they're a little tougher to keep clean and different things, but I think the real estate market has spoken in that people really want natural gas in a lot of cases, especially in higher end homes, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, and we also make sure that they're centered with the kitchen. We want it as centered as possible. In this situation, instead of doing an actual range, we did the wall ovens right here. But, you know, really nice. You've got Sub-Zero refrigerator, Thor appliances throughout, all brand new cabinets, beautiful countertops. Yep. Now here is something that we're gonna share with you that was a mistake that was actually done by the installers of the countertops. They cut the countertops too short. So there's cabinets underneath here on both sides, but instead of extending the countertop so that there's room for seating, they accidentally cut it short. So a great way to fix this is that we installed this wood bar that runs the entire length of the island here. Yep. And I think it looks awesome. In fact, if we were to do it all over again, I'd almost do it with this in mind.
Yeah, well, the nice thing about this is if you know and you shop for quartz and different things, you only get 5 feet of width. And so by the time you do 2-foot cabinets in the front, maybe 2 foot in the back, you only have a 1 foot overhang, or you do, you know, shorter cabinets. But the point is, you only get a 5 foot deep island. But with this, I mean, we're out, you know, 6.5, almost 7 feet, which gives you a more substantial, more workspace to work with. And now you have kind of the cooking end and then the serving and eating end, which it worked out really well.
And this is a huge kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, with a small island and a small bar, it wouldn't really feel right. But the fact that we have this grand island, this grand bar, and you still have plenty of room to walk around, it's not cutting into your family room or anything like that. This is just the perfect look and feel.
Yeah, and you still have plenty of space for a little breakfast table. A lot of people are gonna eat breakfast at the island. Nice big pantry as well. And then like Josh said, the 48-inch Sub-Zero, you know, side-by-side fridge and freezer.
Well, enough about the kitchen. Let's take you over to the primary suite and show you that.
So stepping into the primary suite, we didn't do a lot in here. It was already great. I mean, this is 18 by probably 22 feet. So obviously a lot of nice room. Notice like the chandelier, the designer knocked it out of the park with the light fixtures throughout this house. But let's show you what we did in the bathroom.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot in the room, but in this bathroom, we completely gutted it down to the studs and redesigned the entire thing. So in here, what you'll see is we love to have a big primary shower. It's important. And you have 2 shower heads in there. You got the body sprayer. It's grand, it's beautiful. It feels really nice. We all like to shower in really nice showers. And so that's important to us. We know it's important to the buyer of this property. And then we also have a large soaking tub as well.
Yeah, and with this shower that's super cool, some people will do the built-in bench. Built-in bench can be a little slippery in that, and with all the teak and everything they have, this huge piece of glass and the massive shower just looks so grand. Sometimes you don't want to break it up with that bench and actually remove your standing area in the shower.
Another thing that we did here is we put in this long run of cabinets. So you've got this large vanity, dual sinks, super important in the master, beautiful light fixtures, mirrors, and we took out the soffits. That's right, I forgot about that. And here we took out all the soffits.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, you'll have to see the before pictures, we'll pop one in, but this shower had been renovated not long before we purchased the house. And it was okay, we were kind of debating, but we knew that we could do it so much better, and we just had to scrape it all. And so that was one thing. There was a big platform tub here. And then going back to the vanities, you know, Josh and I are always looking for ways to extend that countertop space and make it large. Sometimes you'll get in and they'll do a full remodel and then have a short, stubby 30-inch vanity that's mostly a sink, and they'll split them apart to save a few bucks. And in my opinion, it just looks cheap. You want that countertop space. I want to be able to spread out and, you know, have different things if I need it. It's just hard not having the space.
Yeah, sometimes you'll see builders, they'll take vanities that are meant for a small bathroom, not a big, large primary like this, and they'll do the individual sinks, it looks funny. It doesn't look right. And we know that it's important to our clients and to our buyers that
you want cabinets, you want space, drawer space. You want to be able to like expand and, you know, have your blow dryer somewhere and all your supplies and maybe extra supplies. And so, you know, cabinet space, it's all just
you don't want to fight with your spouse
correct,
over where your toothbrush is going to go and why is your stuff in mine. No, we want to give everyone enough space that they've got plenty of room to do whatever they want, and they've got plenty of room for all their stuff. So
dual sinks will save a marriage. Okay, so stay tuned for this entire tour of this amazing estate. And you know, if you're considering renovating a property or you want to buy something that's already done, we're your guys. We know quality when we see it. We can help you find the perfect spot.
Yeah, whether you're thinking about moving next week, next month, or next year, make sure you reach out to us. We love to hear from you, and definitely let us know what you think about this video and this property in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.